Hello, Ambassador Gemini, and welcome now to Tuesday. Well, good news for the twins, sunny and childlike. Let's not forget that Mercury is direct. The moon is in Libra, putting emotional focus on your inner child. Now, this is the creative part of you. This is the romantic part of you. This is the part of you that has dreams, that wants to be someone when you grow up. And this is a very important part of us. You know, society always shuts us down, makes us think our inner child is not worthy, that we just need to be adults. According to astrology, our inner child is 1/12 of our total consciousness, and it must be alive and online. So when the moon passes through this space, your inner child lights up like a Christmas tree or a menorah, whatever you want to use in that example. And the only time I see this go wrong is when someone takes candy away from your inner child. That's when you might be tempted to have a temper tantrum, right? The best thing to do is to emotionally invest in your personal dreams, creative projects, and romances. Now, zipping around to the sun, we're in Chapter 2 of Sun in Gemini. Happy birthday, Gemini. The topic this month is the way you put yourself out there, aka your ego, which is also 1/12 of our awareness. This is your personality, your ego. When you defend yourself, when you don't defend yourself, all those automated responses. When someone says something, you always say something back. This is what we are rehashing for 2009. And in Chapter 2, with Jupiter ruling the day today, today's a day to kind of think outside your box. Go on a little bit of an adventure. So maybe you always wore one brand of blue jeans. Well, why don't you go to and see what you look like in a different pair? Why don't you go see what it looked like if your hair was a different color? Why don't you try responding to someone insulting you differently? We need to explore what our options are so we can fine-tune your 2009 ego. Then lastly, Mars. Now, Mars has been in the house of social status for you for the last 4.5 weeks or so. So you've had a lot of masculine, testosterone, male energy dedicated to you moving down the pike and getting that setup in society that you want. Mars now in Taurus is moving into your subconscious, which means it's now time to face the weeds in your soul garden. These are the topics that you thought about and processed when the Sun was in Taurus and Mercury retrograded through that space. But now that Mars has arrived, there's a lot of masculine energy going towards moving forward. So this can be a dangerous transit. For people who are in denial, I do see them get into accidents. I do see them injure themselves. I do see violence erupt. I also find in my clients that there tends to be a lot of subconscious masculine aggressive dreams. So you might have a crazy dream life in the next 4 weeks. The best thing to do is if you know there's an issue in your life you need to face, you better face it, because Mars will find an outlet somehow, especially when it's buried in your subconscious. So be careful, Gemini. All right, that's all we have for Tuesday. See you folks tomorrow with Shout Out Wednesday. Live, love, be.